So hello. It's about lunchtime, so I have some cornbread with me, and I'll be snacking until that's done. But you know, I needed to eat, and I want to do bird time. You kids really like to hang out up here, huh? You're kind of silly. So, it is the 1st, which means we are theoretically 2 days away from the second clutch, which, you know, is just a singleton, unfortunately. Hopefully, it arrives on time. If it arrives at all. And, that same night, I will be candling Taco and Cloud's eggs. And seeing how they're doing. It should be day 7 for them. Maybe day 8 for the first egg. Depending on how their sitting has been done. Who's touching me? What are you doing? What's up, kids? Are you looking at my cornbread? Excuse me. He touched my foot with his beak. Hi, banana. No, you're welcome in my lap, but you can't have my cornbread. She's always got something to say when she goes up there. I think it's pretty funny. Newt is just spattering me with almost a coin. I don't know why. With seed. He's such a messy eater. He wants what he wants. Are you coming over this way? I'll put my crumb right up here, and that way you can get in my lap, and I'm not so worried about you stepping on my food if you want to. Nope, not right now. I gotta dump their water. It's getting gross. Are you excited to be a daddy? I doubt both your eggs are infertile. You're not exactly a shy man when it comes to showing love to your wife in that way. What are you doing? You're like slipping on my head. Nobody's more likely to disturb my hat than Cloud is. He just stands on weird places in my head. Newt, you're putting so much seed on my feet. What's Daddy doing down there, huh? God, what are you doing? You're so fidgety. Hi, Plum. Hi, baby. Please do not disturb my cornbread. I'm begging you. Here comes Daddy. Flappy. What are you thinking about? Hmm? Hey, what are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? It's so obvious when pigeons are having thoughts usually. Plum is a little less obvious. Plum thinks with a blank face. I can't tell if that's because they're dumb or if it's because they just like they're hesitant so they freeze up a little bit. Hi, Newt. Hi. Hey, what's going on in there, huh? Are you handsome? You're a very handsome man. Hmm? You're very handsome? Hi, Cloud. Was that noise to alert me you were coming? Like, what was that? Hi, buddy. What is it? Boys gotta show each other whose nests are who. Oh, as you can see, the rug is not on the roof. Luckily it's just it's quite cool today. The fact that I'm wearing a hoodie, but the wind yesterday just blew it right off. So it's on the deck, but we'll put it back on when the temperature rises again. There's Daddy. I haven't decided what I'm gonna call though. Hi, Cloud. Yeah, you. I haven't decided what I'm gonna call Cloud. I feel like I can't just call them both Daddy. I'm thinking like a really silly, like, papa situation. Yeah? On Cloud. I just saw his head peek over my hat. I gotta say, the ramp seems to have worked out quite well. Pretty much everybody seems to use it and like it. Especially Mr. Newt. He loves the ramp. Is Newt bothering you? What's gonna happen when you're not the biggest boy in here anymore, huh? Are you pecking at my foot? When the Tippler kids are to the point of coming inside and reaching like you know the age where daddy field trips are a thing for them, I'm curious as to how that's gonna go in terms of Cloud's strange relationship with me. You know, like what's his example going to teach his kids, you know? Because Newt and I are buds, certainly. We like to hang out. He brings my eyelashes every now and then. He doesn't want me touching him though very much. I can get away with it though sometimes. I can't pet him, but I can like give him a little poke, and he's not supremely offended like some of my other birds would be. Like Taco is Taco prefers that I never ever touch her whatsoever unless she is the one touching me. But you know, Newt, I can sort of scoop up if I'm being fast and efficient, and I don't take too long. And he'll just be like, "Oh, I don't like this," but once you're done, I'm not gonna be mad at you. Which I think is pretty cool. But you know, then there's Cloud's whole thing, which I'm sure the more regular watchers of these videos are familiar with by now, which is he finds my hands and feet pretty sexy, and yeah, I don't know if he's gonna initiate that and like around the time that he'd have you know 4-week-olds, or like my plan is to hopefully maybe start doing this like around 3 weeks, you know, so they're getting some parental care inside, maybe like every other day or something like that, and you know, and they're seeing their parent interact with me and hang out with me and whatnot. And the boys are just really great candidates for this. I mean, I considered bringing in like Taco instead of Cloud for you know, parent teaching of you know, like a appropriate like human interaction, but you know, she's she is the wife, you know, she's the mom. She's it's not really her job to be teaching the kids stuff once they hit, you know, the age these kids are at. That's Daddy's job. That's Papa's job. That's the job of the hen by that stage is to be incubating the next clutch. And you know, he comes by and relieves her every now and then to let her, you know, drink and eat and whatnot. But you know, his role during that time is to take care of the kids and teach them how to be pigeons, and get them independent and no longer, I guess, yeah, dependent on their parents. You know, at that point, their dad. You know, they're at this point, Storm is really not she does not really have interest in her kids anymore. You know, she comes by and she gives them a look sometimes, especially if they're eating something. Like that's her main interaction with her children, is to be like, what are you eating? I want some. But you know, Newt's got a brand of sort of like tough love going on. Like, you know, he'll preen his kids. But I've also seen. Oh, hi, Banana. What's going on, Banana? Hi. Is my leg slippery? I'm sorry. If I move it, will you be scared? I don't want to scare you. Hi. Hi, kiddo. Who's on my head? I'm gonna shift so my leg is that better? Not that much better, huh? Glad we're initiating some coming over and checking me out, though. That's fun. What was I talking about? Banana's always coming over when I'm talking about something. So yeah, well, Taco would be a great example for her kids. It's just it's not really her natural role to be doing so by that point. So like in here, and she can come down in front of her kids and hang out with me, but I think you know, the inside role is probably going to be Cloud's, because that's just sort of naturally how it is. Oh yeah, tough love, right. So yeah, he'll preen his kids, but you know, yesterday I brought him inside again for some daddy time. You know, most of it was just kid time, but you know, we were in there for several hours by ourselves with just baby time. And near the end, I grabbed Newt and I brought him in. And he went up to the baby platform and he chased them off of it. And then he was fine, you know? Like, he didn't, like, continue to chase them. He wasn't like, you know, I don't recognize you. You're a strange bird. I'm gonna haze you. He was just like, you're in a nest. Get out of the nest. Go do something else. But Anna just landed on my head because Cloud is hazing the kids. Plum, come here. Come here, Plum. I will save you. I will save you, kiddo. Oh, come here, Plum. Plum is down there. Oh, Newt's gonna punish you. Yeah, I pushed you off because you pushed Banana off. That is a no-fight zone. You do not bother the children while they're on me. Everywhere else is a free game, but I'm a no-fight zone. That's by the way, that's a good protocol. It's one I picked up from Daniel Ramsey. You know, if you're you know, you've got new birds in the lofts or kids, and your established flock is beginning to haze them, you really should not interfere. You can't move the food, you can't move the water. They need to figure it out by themselves. Or the established flock will never like get to the point of basically just acclimating to the new birds. And so, like, you know, if you move the food and you move the water, well, now you're showing your established flock that you also want to keep these resources away from the new birds, and you are just increasing that mindset of you know, a bird who is like, oh, these strangers cannot be allowed to hang out and eat with us and all that. You know, they're gonna have to do some wrestling to figure out that you know, everybody is capable of pushing back and taking care of themselves. You know, like I think hazing for babies is sort of a two-part thing. One part of it is you know, you learn your pigeon manners, right? Like hand-raised birds, for instance, you know, who are not raised with other pigeons at all, and so do not receive any hazing or anything like that, often bite extremely hard, much harder than a normal pigeon would bite. And my personal theory about that is that you know, like it's like a thing with, you know, say you have kittens, and you got one kitten versus a kitten in a litter of 5. You know, the kitten in a litter of 5 has a ton of practice learning to moderate their play. They have a whole litter of siblings who will help teach them that, oh, if I'm really rough, then other people are really rough back, and that hurts, and I don't like that, so I won't do it. And, you know, for perhaps animals a little more a little more conscious of you know, how this would affect others, it's like, well, I don't want to hurt anybody. You know, like if you're trying to train a dog, or I mean, it's usually a dog. This is harder to do with a cat, not to bite, because it wasn't really properly socialized as a young animal. Like when it nips you and it bites too hard, you yelp and you make a noise like, oh my god, that hurt, ow, that hurt, ow, that hurt. And you know, the dogs can be taught that way, that oh, this thing I'm doing is making somebody I like uncomfortable, and it's hurting them, and I don't want to do that. So I wonder if that's partially what's going on in terms of you know, pigeon biting being moderated by you know, being raised with other pigeons. I honestly couldn't say, for sure. I don't know if there's any data on it or anything. And I think it's probably harder to teach a pigeon that's not been socialized with its own kind, at like the owl that hurts sort of thing, because pigeons don't their fights are very different, and their play is very different. Like males will play wrestle, given the right sort of rival. Are you sleepy, Plum? You look sleepy. And you can do that with your own male bird, and you can sort of tell if he's taking it seriously by whether or not say his hackles go up, or he starts to wing slap you. That's signs that he's perhaps not actually having fun. He's being defensive and he's not happy. But I don't know if that's really if there's really a good signal that you could give a pigeon that would be like, ow, that hurt me. Please don't do that. Maybe like ending the interaction early. Just the ignoring part of positive reinforcement training. Ignoring the bad behavior and rewarding the good behavior. Just ending the are you being weird? Just ending the interaction and being like, well, okay, if you bite this hard, then I don't want to hang out with you right now. I mean, that might work, but I think it still might be difficult to get a pigeon to learn that cue from you. I mean, even like human children sometimes have to be taught, hey, biting other people hurts, and don't do that. I know personally, I myself, as a young child, would bite, and every piece of advice out there for parents is like, don't bite them back. You gotta be good. And to an extent, I agree with that. But my mom, one day she was she got sick of it, and I'm saying this because I obviously turned out fine. She wasn't an abusive parent or anything like that. But one day I bit her and she bit me back. And she says that I had this sort of look of like surprise shock on my face. Like oh, and obviously you can't do that with an animal. That's just not really come here, Plum. You cannot attack. Come here, Banana. I will save you. Alright, you can leave that way too. What are you doing? What? Hi. You gonna attack my zipper? You like my zipper. So yeah, with animals, it's about trying to find the right cue that they'll understand and accept. Sometimes it's just not possible, but what can you do? Hi, buddy. He's on my shoulder. What's up? What are you thinking about? Hi, yeah. That's my face. Are you touching my hair? That's my ear. Cloud's exploration of me beak-wise is is different from Taco's. Taco is very nibbly. You know, she's kissy. She preens. Cloud is more exploratory. He sort of you know, he all right, thanks. Just trying to pull off my hat. He sort of aims like big old beaks at me, you know, like just it's like light pecks, but like the kind of pecks that like pigeons do to like assess like what something is, or to feel it, you know, like in the videos that I've had with the kids lately, you know, you can see them touch the fabric that they're on because they like it. They like how it feels. Sort of that motion. It's like a stimming behavior, pretty much. But I think for Cloud, he's just like, he's not a kissy bird, you know. Like, I very rarely ever see him like preening Taco. But you know, he does sort of land general you know, medium pecks in the direction of things he likes. You gonna be mean again? I think the bath threads have helped somewhat. I don't know if they're like the be-all end-all solution, but I think they have made somewhat of a difference, which is nice. Is that a scary man? Is he in the way of where you want to go? I mean, you're gonna go over him. I mean, you're gonna be above him. Do you want to come here? Come here, kiddo. I'll protect you. I know, he keeps looking at you. So yeah, the other part of hazing, you know, besides just teaching babies manners, is in my mind probably related to just weeding out sick and genetically unfit birds from joining a flock. You playing with some fluff over there? You know, I mean, considering it's such a like a thing where, you know, it's, you know, the bird is hazed and driven away from food and is only accepted by repeatedly pushing back and fighting for the right to eat and drink where and when they want to, with the other flock birds. And I really can't imagine that being for any other reason than you know, an evolutionary not a drive, but you know, a cue, perhaps, an instinct, a selector almost, that selects for keeping sick, unhealthy birds from joining your group and spreading bad genes or illness, which could harm the rest of your birds. You know, if a bird is sick enough, they are not going to fight back hard enough to get access to your resources and to join your group. And you know, if a bird can't prove themselves, then why would you let them in? And I think that's a big part of it, I would imagine. You know, not that there's been, like, you know, again, that scared everyone on the floor. Cloud, well done. Not that there's been, like, you know, actual studies on it, but there hasn't been that many studies on pigeons, really. For a while, I actually considered being like a it's a field that's very small and niche, and so has like 4 different names for basically the same thing. And I'll go with E.O. Wilson's descriptor of it, which is sociobiology, which is basically defined as you know, the field of science that tries to figure out the evolutionary genetic reasoning for why we behave in certain ways. And it was actually really super controversial when he first published his theory on it. I want to say back in like the 60s, maybe the 70s. You know, I mean, people were sort of rightfully scared that you know, other people would use it as an excuse for you know, for racism or sexism or you know, just discrimination of any kind. And you know, there was a lot of pushback against his theories because you know, he suggested things like you know, some people are probably just genetically predisposed to have anger issues, and that's like, you know, that's just how they're built, and you know, maybe they can work on it, but it's not necessarily you know, it's not something they were taught. It's something that they innately had. And again, there was huge pushback against this, and it was not a well-respected field for a very, very long time. I don't even know if it is now. It's certainly gotten more footing than it used to. Another name for it is evolutionary psychology. And it's basically just all about, like, you know, what is the evolutionary reason for a certain behavior, you know? Obviously, not every behavior has to be genetically linked, but or have a reason behind it, you know, that would propagate the species. But you know, there are definitely some things which I think fit the category, you know, like the hazing new flock members. I think that's probably a candidate for wow, look at that. God, Newt flung so much seed under my foot while it was in the flip-flop. And you know, it's E.O. Wilson's his main study was actually in ants and the behavior of most insects, and that's where his main findings sort of originate from. But there's actually a really fascinating documentary out there. Actually, there's a couple with E.O. Wilson included in them. And if you are at all intrigued by the idea of you know, like the mechanisms for why we are, doing the things that we do. There's definitely some good books and some interesting short documentaries out there, The ones with E.O. Wilson are definitely particularly good because, he's sort of the founder of that field. And, I think he's just has very, very cool and, revolutionary ideas. And, I do understand the people who took what he's, he founded in, a wrong, fashion, an unintended fashion, and they were Plum. They were scared that this was a science that would, just validate all the terrible things people do. But it's science and logical behavior do not necessarily have to be in conflict. Just because we are genetically disposed for something does not mean we have to do it. We are not animals. I mean, we are, but we are sapient. Which, by the way, sentient and sapient are two different things. Sentient is an animal that can think. Sapient is an animal that is self-aware and has self-aware thoughts like us. So let's see. A dog, sentient. People, sapient. A cat, sentient. Something like a one of the more smart whales, the dolphins, the dolphin family, perhaps. I would classify as sapient. Even pigeons could probably be classified as sapient, though perhaps not as advanced as us, obviously. But if you pass the mirror test, generally that is a good sign of sapience. Which is really confusing because even manta rays pass the mirror test, very weirdly enough. It's a very bizarre thing that manta rays pass the mirror test. Wonder what thoughts manta rays have. Honestly, there may be far more sapient animals than we are currently aware of. Mostly due to honestly bad scientific practice. Because if you put a okay, real quick, here is the mirror test. The mirror test is when you you have an animal and you stick usually you mark it with like a red pen, and then you put it in front of a mirror, and you mark it with a red pen where they can't just easily see it on themselves. And then you put them in front of a mirror, and if they try to get the red mark off, then they recognize themselves in the mirror, which means they have a sense of self. They know that is them. For a long time, that was the only really sort of source of the mirror test. Where's Plum? Is that Plum? Or is that Thorn? Left leg, that's Banana. That must be Plum. Okay, Storm must be in the nest. But here's the problem with using the standard mirror test on every animal. Not every animal can see red. you put red on a cat, it's possible the cat can't see it. So, you know, there's definitely a significant portion of animals that have been tested for the mirror test that were probably not accommodated for properly, you know? You can't put an ultraviolet only color on a human and expect them to see it in a mirror without any assistance. You know? Because that would be failing the mirror test in that case. So there's probably a significant portion of animals that have to be retested with, tests more designed for their capabilities as a species, you know, and specifically, coded for their retinal capacity and how many rods and cones they've got and whatnot. I mean, for all we know, a mantis ray would pass the mirror test with any color we put on it. But I don't know if anybody's tried. I say ray, I meant shrimp, mantis shrimp. Those are the ones that can see more colors than anything else that we know of. It's like an insane, wild, crazy amount of colors. Like they can probably see God kind of colors, you know? Plus there's all the evidence now that at least some birds can see ultraviolet. I mean, people have begun going out and when they grab birds for tagging or study purposes, they've begun shining ultraviolet light on their wings, and I knew that was unnecessary. And they've been finding patterns, which is Banana, you got up there by yourself. Good job, Banana. Hi, Plum. Which is really crazy. Yeah, you can. There's a whole list of animals which have been exposed to ultraviolet light and have revealed hidden patterns that we can't see. But it would make sense that they could. Otherwise, why would they have them? Though to be honest, I heard that I don't honestly know how much of this is based in fact. I've only sort of heard it third hand, but I heard that people actually have a very tiny, minuscule amount of bioluminescence, which is obviously very different from ultraviolet patterns. But it is apparently the patterns that it forms in. I mean, it's not visible to the naked eye. But the patterns that the lines that we have form in are sometimes revealed by another unrelated medical condition, which forms on those patterns and creates these weird dotted lines on people's bodies. It's very, very weird. The natural world is crazy, man. Love that shit. It's great. Are you sleepy, Plum? Are you sleepy, Plum? Are you a sleepy baby? Are you a sleepy baby? Are you very sleepy? Are you very sleepy? What's going on, kiddo? Oh, beak smackies. Little beak smackies. Your little contour feathers coming in real nicely. Yeah, yesterday you looked worse. Today you look better. Today you look even better. Every day you look better. Are those beak smackies because I'm talking to you, or just because you're comfy? Is it a combination of both? Do we perhaps not always want to be very touchy, but we do like to be talked to, maybe? Come here, kiddo. I'll protect you. Come here, kiddo. I'm gonna designate the table as a no fight zone because it's right in front of me, and I don't want to. I would like the kids to have a safe zone while I'm out. That's not necessarily entirely on me, because I know Plum is just like, we're not a cuddler, you know. It's not in our nature, I don't think. Oh, I just I know, I couldn't resist. I know, I couldn't resist. Alright. Yeah, you won. I really want to touch his crop. It just looks so squishy. I'm sorry, Newt. That's my bad. That's on me. What's your kid doing? Are you an attentive father? Hi. You just came up. You going back down? That's a little silly. You have some insanely fluffy feet, kiddo. Are we eating grit now, huh? Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. Wanna come up this way? Plum likes to touch things. Hi, kiddo. Hi, baby. Hello. You're busy. What are you doing? Yeah, stand for a bit, 'cause my butt hurts. There we go. Wee. Oh. How are the ladies doing? Oh, it's hot in the sun. How are we doing? Hi, Duckle. Oh, starting to sleepy. Look at you. You filled up that whole bowl now. Just wanted to have some nest time. What? Just do what you do. Anyway. I knew. God, you land so hard. Oh, you're not Newt. You're Cloud. See, I can tell when a girl lands on me, and I can tell when a boy lands on me, but it's kind of hard to tell the difference between the two, you know? Like, the girls are so light. I'm pretty sure it's a girl when it's a girl. But, you know, there's less than 100 grams between Cloud and Newt. It's, you know, Newt's significantly heavier. But he's definitely, you know, not a whole 100 grams heavier than Cloud. What is that stretch with your face against the wall? Do you want to go up, kiddo? Are you just not good at going up? Would you like a little platform? Or are you just busy? Hi, Newt. Yeah, that's heavier. Mm-hmm. Where's Banana going? Where's Banana going, huh? Who's that for? Is that for me? Because Taco's like there. come over, will you be happy? Hmm? Yeah, Okay, ow. Never mind. That was a narrow gap. Oh, I'm taking the hoodie off. Erg. Yeah, hi dude. Hi dude. Just pause while I toss this out. Alright. I think Cloud just relieved Taco. Her flying even sounds different. Yeah. Hi, Taco. Hi. It's a lighter sound. Hi. Never afraid to walk on my feet. Defensive kid. Kid? Dad. I don't think Taco's very interested in attacking you kids, honestly. Hi, bud. What's up? Is it time to relieve your wife? What's going on down there? What's going on down there? What's happening down there? Yep. Hi, Storm. Probably gonna end soon. Definitely been on here for at least an hour because the camera says so. Maybe I'll bring in the carrier now and start having them think about it. Taco, was she mean to you? Was she mean to you? Huh? Don't worry, I won't be mean to you. I may pick you up when you don't like it, but I will not intentionally try to hurt you. I hear a lot of shifting in the nest. I think Newt is getting comfortable. Boy, there is a hell of a lot of maple seeds in here. Interesting. I like how the boys decided at the exact same time it was time to relieve the girls. can't believe there's 2 more days until expected kid. It's crazy. I'm still a little sad that's gonna be hopefully just one. Hopefully. Assuming that kid's alright. But I've gotten over the worst of it, I think. It's not as hard to think about now. It's still unfortunate, but you know, it happens. Mistakes are always gonna happen, and some of them will be my fault, and some of them won't be. You come up? Okay. It almost kind of sucks that that what did end up happening to that egg was not my fault, you know, because I was prepared for the reason the egg, or you know, both of the eggs didn't make it, to be indirectly from something I had done, from adding the clay bowls without knowing to add padding as well, or scaling back how much oyster shell I mix into my grit. You know, I mean, there's definitely a reason both of those eggs were cracked. Hi Plum. And are you touching my butt? What are you doing? And to have what ended up killing the egg be just such a weird, violent accident. I wasn't ready for that, you know? I was ready for the other situation, but I wasn't ready for that one. Those are some hungry gals. Have you been on the eggs all day? Have those boys been keeping you on the eggs? I believe she's picking out a lot of the sesame seed. The Tipplers really enjoy sesame seed. Newt, on the other hand, does not care for it. When he went sweeping through the kids' food inside, he left behind pretty much every piece of sesame seed he found. Who is touching my butt? It's Plum. What are you doing? Am I filming you?
Madeline.
Ah! Dad scared the crap out of me, telling me there was a bird on the feeder he'd never seen before. That is my butt. What are you doing? You silly? Yeah, alright, I'm gonna get the carrier. And give them maybe 15 minutes to decide on their own if they want to go in, and then it's enforcement time. What are you doing, silly? You silly? What are you doing? Yes, those are my pants. Silly? Yeah. Basically my system right now is I give them a chance to go in by themselves and not have to be you know, handled or pushed or anything like that. But once I run out of patience, it's time to push a kid in. But you know, they do get a reward no matter what. And honestly, I would say that if they go in by themselves, they get an extra reward, which is I don't handle them against their will. So you know, I'm rewarding the you know, the going in the carrier under their own power or under mine, plus a bonus reward of you know, they can avoid a situation they don't particularly enjoy, which is you know, being pushed around, by doing as I ask, and you know, getting some good yummy treats in the meantime while they do it. But you know, also when I do push them in, you know, they still get that treat because I want them to associate the carrier with getting that treat. So yeah, I'm gonna grab it. I may film while I'm waiting to see if they go in by themselves, but I may not. So if that's the end of the video, thanks for watching, and have a great day. Alright, I'm back in. You can't go in there, by the way. That's I've got some seed in there to show the kids there's an immediate reward for going in. But Storm obviously loves safflower seeds, so if she spots them, she's interested. So she will eat all of them if I let her in there, and I do not want her to eat them all. Hi. I find it really entertaining that the birds do not mind that this goes underneath the wall part here. They just stuck. You can't go in there. You can't go in there. No. No. It's so funny to me how the kids just hang out behind the paver. What is that about? Hi, Taco. You're not allowed in either. Kiddos! Wow, are we actually thinking about doing it? Or do we just want to stand on the brick? Well, you are a pale bird, huh? Your beginnings of color look much more yellow on the screen than they do in real life. In real life, they look much more gray. Not sure how that translates on the computer screen. Kiddos! Hi, Taco. That's a one-legged bird. No, it's not. No, it's not. Hi, Banana. Hi, Banana. What are you doing? How is the baby? How is the little baby? You're not little anymore. Are you a big baby? You a big baby? Hmm. Yeah, there's seed in there. What's Taco doing, huh? Plum's little face. What are you doing, silly? Hmm? Hi. Yeah, what's up? Ow. Oh, you really want... Did you want access to my hands? Is that what's going on? Oh. Hair mouth. What?
The taco loves you.
Yeah, she does. See my hand? Hmm? Is that what she wants? What's going on up there? You stay away from my phone. You fiend. Hmm? Hmm? Kiddos! Come on, kiddos! You stubborn babies. Come on, babies! Oh my god. Ah! She scared me. You're not allowed in there. You can't go in. It's not for you. Don't settle. Come on. Every time I'm like, come on, babies, let's go inside. The sit mode is activated.
Yeah, I don't know if you should really give them the choice. I think that maybe you should give them a little encouragement for getting in.
Well, I give them the choice first, and then it's get in. Because they're at the age now where they don't particularly like being handled against their will. So I'm trying to give them the option of you can either get in and not be handled, or you can get in and I'm gonna push you.
You may be giving them too much time.
Well, what's too much time? You know? They gotta think about it. Last call. Come on. Come on. Last call. Let's go. Let's get going. Come on. Bananas, you're thinking about it. I can see you thinking about it. Come on. Come on, Banana. You can do it. Come on, kiddo. Don't. Getting distracted. Come on. You know there's seeds inside, right? Like, you don't have to eat whatever the fuck that is. I don't even know what that is. It doesn't look like a seed. Come on. You sit. Oh, you little cretin. They like to think about it, and then they preen, and then they think about it, and then they eat something, and then they preen, and then they sit, and then they think about it. Come on, babies, banana. It's swiftly approaching enforcement time, guys. Come on.
You're like toddlers in countdown 3.
It's almost time, guys. Come on. It's gonna become much less fun. Come on. Now it's time to start moving this closer. So, this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna stuff these babies in a carrier now.